Martin, ICEF Digital 2024 is over. We've spoken so much about it.
Yes.
First of all, congratulations.
Thank you.
Super event. I'll share some insights that I heard, the gossip throughout the day.
Yeah. I'd like to hear the gossip too.
Yes, we'll hear the gossip for sure. But how was it? What's kind of the feedback that you got as, the brain behind all of this?
Personally, I've really enjoyed it because I'm just a really big fan of the artificial intelligence innovations, digital innovations. I think people have heard me talk about this a long time. And what I find really fascinating in this journey of exploring these tools is something that I use in my opening remarks, and that is in the end it's really about people, right? As I said, we as an industry, we guide young people through a process of change to their education overseas. It's the biggest change that I've experienced in a lifetime.
Yeah.
And at the same time, we as people are kind of reluctant to that change because of opposing digital innovations and digital transformation. But we should do the same as students. We need a lot of specialists to help us through that change. And those specialists, they were with us at ICEF Digital to open our eyes to that world of innovation that is out there, to not be afraid of change.
Exactly, and I remember last year the conversation was very big on the topic of fear. I think the feeling I got this year is that people have now accepted that there is no place for fear when it comes to moving forward in the industry. So now the feeling was more, the sense I got was that people were more open to listening and to learning.
Yeah.
The word learning is something that I heard a lot throughout the day on Saturday.
Very true. So remember how we talked about these stages that you have the fear of the unknown? But when you open yourself up, you slowly transition to what I call the comfort of understanding.
Exactly.
And it doesn't stop there, because when you start to understand, let's say, the digital world around you, then you get to the next stage, and that's the excitement of the opportunity.
Yeah.
When you start to feel comfortable.
Yeah.
We're all in our bubbles, it's normal. We all have our processes, our routines, but that bubble is created through our lives because we were open to change.
Exactly.
So let's extend that bubble, and that's what we're doing here. We're learning a lot, move away the fear of the unknown, and get some support and guidance from the digital specialists.
So we can finally start to be excited about what the future has to offer.
Yes, not be afraid.
My favorite thing at ICEF Digital, obviously,
Is this the gossip that you talked about?
No. Because this is beyond the gossip. The gossip is the ending
Beyond the gossip,
of the
okay. Oh, I'm
it's the
curious.
ending of the discussion.
Yeah.
My favorite thing at ICEF Digital this year were the campfire sessions. I wasn't sure at the beginning how all of that was going to work,
but fear of fire.
Maybe fear of the unknown, not exactly fear of fire, but
yeah.
fear of the unknown there as well. I wasn't exactly sure about how they were going to work, but the setup was so good. And I was genuinely impressed with that. And I could see that throughout the day, the groups were getting bigger and bigger. So even over there, there was the initial fear, but then the curiosity. So we could see it happening throughout the day.
Yeah.
What was the feedback you got on the campfire sessions? Then I'll share a bit of gossip.
Oh, interesting. That feedback was very similar. So similar to you, we didn't know what to expect. It's the first time we did this. So the campfire session, just for people watching, is where we didn't present the topic, but we actually discussed a topic. So you did have a presenter talk about something, let's say, the human factor. Where is the human factor in digital recruitment under pressure, which is a very important topic. And you want to be part of that discussion. So we had a presenter with about 20 people maximum, and then in a silent disco format. So you were focused, the presenter and the other participants could hear each other with the microphone, and they could share their opinions and stories, which in a big room can sometimes be overwhelming. So this is the feedback we got as well. People felt like, hey, I could be part of that conversation. My voice was heard, and I could focus because of the silent disco concept.
Exactly. No, that's exactly. In fact, the people we spoke to all had the same opinion, and sometimes you mentioned the word overwhelming.
Yeah.
In a big room,
times,
especially when it comes to something like digital innovation, AI, perhaps people are not comfortable sharing their opinions because obviously they might feel that they are being judged or that their opinion is not relevant. This space provided a safe space, thank you, that's the word I was looking for, a safe space for people to express themselves, and I think this space is something that can continue to grow. Personally, I wouldn't increase the size.
Grow as in
but
use it more.
Use it more.
Yeah, keep it intimate. And this ties in with the main theme, right? This is about people.
Exactly.
And this is where people were heard on these conversations. Last year we didn't have campfires, and last year it was very much projecting, and this is debating and discussing, involving everyone's opinion.
Exactly. So, next year?
Next year, 1st of November.
1st of November, we already have a date, guys.
Yeah, I mean before ICEF Berlin, but in any case, this is of course a very important topic that needs to be discussed, and we need to keep discussing it, because the truth is, it's still overwhelming. I mean, whatever we discuss today, there are already new innovations out there tomorrow and after tomorrow, and the tools we use are being changed. The demands are changing, the world is changing in so many areas, and we need to keep discussing that.
And it's changing fast.
So fast.
Because some people we talked to last year who were, sharing examples of something that last year was an innovation has now developed to such an extent.
It's become mainstream. Remember how I used Einstein last year, who was talking to us in a perfect English accent, and I was like, that looks impressive. Now everyone has seen videos of their neighbors and whoever talking a different language or saying something, or maybe the President Obama who says something because generated through AI. It's not new anymore, right?
Exactly.
So it goes really fast.
Exactly. Okay, so we're obviously going to keep talking about this, and you guys over there are going to keep hearing about this all year long for sure. But ICEF Digital 2025, do you already know what we can expect?
No. You know why I say no? Because it's we want to have at ICEF Digital the topics that matter in 1 year.
Yeah, exactly.
And unfortunately, we can't tell now. But of course, yes, we do know what to expect. We will still have the format of what we started this year. We have these 4 building blocks where we have presentations, panel discussions. And this year, for the first time, each block, so 4 blocks, right, ended with a case study.
Yes.
So we wanted to have that healthy balance of debates, insights, updates, conversation, case studies, real life examples. The campfires will definitely continue. We'll simply make sure that we will grow this and keep that focus on digital and innovations, as there's always a lot to talk about. But we'll also make sure that these topics keep being discussed also at our regular events.
Exactly.
Because digital is focused on digital, but not exclusively, right? It's valid everywhere.
It's valid to everyone, exactly. Well, Martin, as usual, our pleasure to keep supporting ICEF Digital and you in
Thank you so
all
much.
of
It
this.
means a lot. It means a lot. You've been allies from day one, so it's been a pleasure working with you, and thanks for spreading the message about these important innovations.
Well, the world needs to hear about this. Thank you for being with us, and we'll see you in a few months for the first updates on ICEF Digital 2025.
Stay tuned.